This song goes on. It's only 6 minutes long. Good old pump and dump. Oh, what the hell have I done with my screen? What? Why is my... Oh no. Guys, why are you struggling to... I'm hearing both sounds at once. It's a nightmare. What has happened to Payday 3? Why is it not showing up? Something... Oh, there it is! There it is. For some reason, my taskbar is omnipresent. What is going on here? Hello, everyone. Hope everyone's having a good day. I'm boiling hot. As soon as I start streaming, I'm like, oh, actually, it's boiling in here. It looks alright on the stream display. UI update. Soon. 30th of October. We've got a date. I love it every time they have an update. It's like, oh, it's the June update, the July update. It's always like the last day. Gotta fit it in. When did I move out of the kitchen? That's crazy. I've moved out of the entire property. Hey, Spider Gaming, that looks very strange on my end because I've got multi-stream chat on. But thank you. I might just need to fiddle with a few things. Oh, please don't make me play. Guys, why is my taskbar permanently visible? What's the deal with that? They're gonna make me play full screen? I guess they are. Thanks, guys. This is not my favorite mask. I am not a big fan. Let's change out of this. Let's get into something more comfortable. When's the next public roadmap? We don't know if they're going to do a public roadmap again. They clearly felt like painfully restricted by the approach that was to go with the roadmap, and so we don't know if they're going to do that again. Why does it seem so loud? You know, I should really check my settings before I start streaming, but here we go. It's probably not loud on your end, but goddamn, is it loud on mine? Yeah, we don't know when the next public roadmap is. It's not necessarily something they're gonna follow and do again. What's my opinion on Payday 3 being off Game Pass? I think it's quite telling. It's quite telling that, first of all, it's not a game Xbox saw worthwhile trying to renew. But I guess we already knew that. Because, as I understand, Xbox pays a fee. Or maybe it was that they thought it was worthy of renewing, but they couldn't agree on a fee. Who knows what's going on behind the scenes. But I do think that part's disappointing. I'm sure there are players who are disappointed by the fact they can't play Payday anymore. But lots of games rotate on Game Pass, right? I've never really been a Game Pass subscriber. I've used it for that 1 month free trial. But if rotation's normal, I guess we shouldn't bat an eyelid at it. I just thought it was weird after they put so it was Xbox's reveal, you know? What are my thoughts on Giant? You mean Bonnie? Dude, I love him. Them. Her. Are you talking about Kazuo? Do you think they'll add more attachments? Yeah, I think they'll do more mods for weapons. I think they understand that the current weapon attachments kind of stink as well. Some of the AMA questions. By the way, the title's just I always think, oh, what's going on Payday today when I create my title, and it just so happens that an AMA went on today, and so that's why this is the title. You know how it is. Lack any originality. So trendy. Thank you. Keeping it real. Let's play some Payday 3. Little side because you just bought the gold edition. Oh my god, I'm getting flashbanged by my screen. Yeah, I can see that being really frustrating, to be honest. These things happen with price drops. Like, you never know when they're going to come. I didn't know they were going to come. I had a feeling there would be one, and it's one of the reasons I've been saying, like, maybe you just buy it on a sale. Games do tend to come down in price over time. I mean, I've paid full price for Payday. Oh, here we go. I've paid full price for Payday 2 multiple times. And I've also paid full price within the last month. I bought Payday 2 on the Switch like 3 weeks ago because I realized it got delisted and was like, oh shit, I'm never going to be able to make that video if I don't. What do you like on your pizza? I don't know, like, I can't be like a simple, pepperoni man, because I like pepperoni, don't get me wrong, but I like a more loaded pizza. Pizza for me is a topping based experience. It's not really based on the dough or anything. I'm all about what's so, like, pile on as much as you can. Give me a calzone, I don't mind. Anyway, let's just cue some friends only matches. Yes, I'm in the right mindset for this, 100%. Let's go. I didn't click solo mode beta, I'm already winning. Starting syntax error, don't know why, feeling kind of freaky with it. Am I allowed to speculate on the next heister? Yeah, and I have. I'll be Jacket. If it's not, I'm going to look very silly. I'm all in on Team Jacket, to be honest. Use 4 heislers? What the shit? 60 loose cash or valuables? Some of these I swear I've never seen before. It's got to be Jacket. Genuine question, what's wrong with Payday 3? I mean, the game's had really rocky days in front of it. There's nothing necessarily wrong with it right now. One of the issues is I make videos like the video I released earlier today, and people assume... Which is fair enough, actually, because it's been the case in the past. People assume, oh, it's a Payday 3 bashing video, which it is to some extent, because I'm bashing the way Payday 3 launched, how it was rushed out the gate. But actually, I'm pretty complimentary when it comes to what's been done over the past year. So the game's in a much better situation now. Private Tusk, thank you so much for the 100 bits again. I'm asking you anything. How's it going? That's a kind of like existential question. That's Travis Baker. I was Travis Baker yesterday. What a time to be alive. Meeting my doppelganger. I need to buy some zipline bags at some point. I've basically refused to do that until they make an option to be able to buy multiple at once, and it seems that they're going to break me. But yeah, Private Tusk, I'm alright. I'm alright. You know, I got a lot of thoughts running through my head. Do you think Overdrill is coming in November or December? I've no idea. I can't really speculate on months. It's obviously not coming in October. Genuinely no idea on that one. Hopefully November, I guess. I can speculate on the fact I think it's going to be First World Bank, but not on the date. I just have no idea. The Red Archer interview is pretty mid. It was a lot of question dodging. I think Troy actually did a really good job with the interview. I just think everyone's in a tricky position when it comes to... Well, Travis Baker's on what, man? Do you think Payday the Heist is worth buying now? I mean, it's very cheap, right? Like, it's an experience, unlike Payday 2 or Payday 3. So I think there's value to it. But I don't think it goes as cheap as it used to. I think it stays at like that £10 $10 price. I'm not actually sure which. Oh my god, the sound of gods is... Hey! Pop drop. I'm gonna have a run up at this one. Pop drop lock roll. Thank you for the raid. £13. Yeah, it's not cheap. But it was destined to be a PR moment. There was a few things I could glean from it, like that Baxter's absolutely hammering Payday 3's development. by absence of an answer, you know? Cookie dough, are you in my head? Just did that in perfect sync.
Got a guard over there. Nailed it. Go down.
Question: when are you gonna bash this game again? I'm all bashed out, dude. I've bashed the last time. Cookie Dough gets it. Big respect. Boom! Famous Houston line. Boom! Oh, I didn't use my lures, guys. God damn it. Well, am I gonna bash one out on stream? Like, if Payday 3 gets shut down, the going gets really rough, maybe then's time for my DSP moment. Thank you again, Tusk. Not impossible to chat without dollar. Money is not always on my mind. When am I gonna bash your head in? Dog, I would never do such a thing. I'm not facing legal action. Like the thing with the thing with Payday 3 is people are having a lot of fun with it now, and the game's improved a ton. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't be frustrated by the way that the game was handled at first, right? That dog's a lawyer? Oh god. Did you see the Melvin video? I do not know what you're referring to. Is Payday 3 back? No comment. What? What does the title say? Does it say I will dodge the question? I'm going to pull a full Almir and just talk about something totally unrelated to the question. Got him? Melvin D's nuts? I don't understand that one. You destroyed me. When will I beat Payday 2 as Gordon Freeman? I don't think that's happening. I have beaten Payday 2 as the most recent thing for a challenge run. But the video is pretty far along now. And at some point during that run, I was like, I don't know how many more of these I got in me. My mouse is getting stuck on things. I'm a bit claustrophobic today. Help me, is Payday 3 fun? Please blink twice. Tearing me apart, Lisa. Am I doing another story video for Payday 3? Genuine question, does anyone care? I mean this seriously. Does anyone want another story of Payday 3? I'm not thrilled at the prospect of sharing it. Does it feel like I'm pissing in the wind today with this weapon? There we go. He's a real weapon. I don't know where she... Oh, she must be upstairs. There she is. Hello. Did she face tank that? I mean, Almir is, you know, his role is full-time PR. It's what he's got to do. I don't really think you can begrudge him it. Right in there, mate. Hello, Given. How's it going? I'm still reeling off the fact that I will never create a stream as interesting and involved as what you did yesterday. Yeah, oh, 100%. Profitability is the number one thing for Payday 3 now. If it's profitable, the game will receive the kind of support we want. And that's why the ball is in our core. And that's really what Almir's meant by that the entire time, right? Guys, spend loads of money on the game. We will keep it alive because we can then say to investors... Oh god, what have I done? What have I done? Let it all end. Holy shit. That was miserable, wasn't it? Yeah, I need to fiddle my mouse slightly. I'm missing a lot of shots, and it's only partially my fault for once. Play a ton but stop because of the challenge system. That is the big problem, right? We do get reasonably sizable spikes on DLC releases. People go, yeah, this heist is fun. But, yeah. Cloakers are actually super tanky if you don't get them in the noggin. Thank you so much for the Prime sub. Susie the FemX boy. I managed. How does Payday 3's bad legacy, bad launch affect the legacy of LeBron James? That's what I've been saying, man. Got any people to trade for me so I don't pop my clogs? Unironically, why is Starbreeze eternally so self-defeating? A lot of leadership changes. I think you can sort of puzzle this one out over when you really get down into it. So, I think all the leadership changes has made it really difficult for them to have and sustain a consistent strategy. I think there's been an element of misfortune. But every time there's something unfortunate. So, like, the way Skybound handled Overkill's The Walking Dead. Right? Big update coming for the game, they shut it down. They could have done a lot with that, who knows? Thank you again, by the way, Tusk, for the 200. I'll get there in a sec. Once I finish this thought, notoriously cannot finish a thought. But yeah, so that example with Overkill's The Walking Dead, maybe they had something there, and with more time the game would have got better, but they got slightly unlucky because Skybound have absolutely no patience, and they pulled it, right? So there's content that costs money to be produced and was scheduled for release that's never come out. As we understand. See, shit just keeps happening to distract me. So there's definitely an element of misfortune, and if something had slapped, they'd be chilling, right? If Star VR had become the premier corporate headset, which I hear it kind of like could have been. So like all corporate events were using it, and they were making millions on it annually. They'd be chilling, and you know the decision making would look pretty solid. Had the wrong overkill weapon. Oh, holy shit! Your boy cannot shoot. So yeah, I do think if some of their ventures made sense on paper and they got slightly unlucky with, but also they just can't be stopped in terms of like taking risks as opposed to doing the sensible thing. And I don't believe Payday 3 is much of a passion project. I actually think that's one of the main fundamental issues with it. I just went and embraced that, man. Yeah, I think Payday 3 was made more so out of necessity, which kind of sucked. But the thing is, Mario, the VR park obviously doesn't make that much sense in isolation. But the hope was they start selling more of their headsets. It was meant to be a lost leader, right? Take a big hit there. Sell loads of really expensive, like $3,000 VR headsets. The corporations who'll buy, you know, hundreds because they don't really show up on the balance sheet. Payday 3 VR release when? We do not know. Thank you, Susie, for the 100 bits. Oh, I've lost Tusk's message now. This is all my fault. Hang on. We tab him. So me, you just gave me more money. There was nothing to read. Oh my god. Thank you again. I'm lost. I can't hit shots. There she is. God, she is tanking up my shots, man. we missing something? I guess we are, but... Sod it, Cookie Dough's going in. I love this. This is my kind of Payday gameplay. Big YOLO, lads. Travis, I got you. This cannot be the end. You cannot spell bankruptcy without Bo. Is Storm will come? What are we doing? Did we get the last server? You guys, come on. Storm's only been in like unofficial development for about 12 years. Yeah, I don't see the VR version being there anytime soon, especially because VAR was just such a like pet project for them at the time, and that's kind of why they put lots of money into it. I will relax and reap the rewards. Thank you, Shade. Shade Butcher. Storm, is that a me reference? When Bo Anderson's Storm releases, you will be so vindicated, Storm. Whoa, I did use a heist lore, I forgot. Yes. Get in there, mate. Oh, it wasn't even my weapon. Huh. Huh. I've been bamboozled there. What build is this? Oh no, we don't want that, do we? Let's get locked in just with the wrong weapon, yeah? Sounds good. It's funny how I do the DLC heist first to have fun, and then I'm like, whatever, I'll suffer through the rest. Am I accepting friend requests? Yep, any Nebula friend requests I will accept. Dude, the lures were kind of cool, and I do think stealth's pretty good. I still stand by my opinion on stealth. I think they did an excellent job with it. I don't think it necessarily resonates with a lot of the Payday 2 stealth players, because it's slower in many ways. But I do actually think that's the system that had an awful lot of time put into it. But I feel like everything else was speed ran. DLC max is an important part of being a Payday 3 player. That's the thing, right? They're releasing the Year 1 edition and saying, like, here's the actual game now, lads. I do wonder. I mean, I always say this. Like, almost every stream I go through the scenario in my head of, like, what the game could have been 1 year later. Let's say it was releasing this October instead, alongside like every other game under the sun, so probably wouldn't have done great. And we, we might have these 4 heists plus the classic. Like, we'd have the 15 heists, you would guess. That would be a more reasonable number to release with. But then we would also have, probably, depends how much they evolved it, we would almost certainly have challenge leveling. Because I don't think that was seen as an internal problem. I think the skill system would have been better. Would we have had many more cosmetics and things? Probably not. I don't think the mass designing system would have been any different, because that didn't seem like a time limitation. It's like no one even thought about it. We wouldn't have had a safe house. Would we be, we would still have 100% launched with the server problems we had. So, yeah. It's kind of impossible to say whether delaying was actually the play. You think if they reworked it for a year, they wouldn't have added more heists? I think they came to market with 8 with their tail between their legs. Because it was one of the first things they presented was like, we have 8, but we think these are more detailed than they were back in Payday 2. In fact, they're always quick to be like, yeah, but Payday 2 had a bunch of heists that were kind of the same thing. So I think they probably would have tried to go for at least 12 heists. Donuts, donuts, donuts.
They got Vlad's gold locked up tight. Head to the captain's office and find out who has access to the evidence room.
A camera.
I think the early access question's a good one. I think companies are struggling to get away with that as much these days. Like I don't think you can just hide behind being an early access game, because you had something like Baldur's Gate, which was an early access game for ages. But it was very obvious the foundations were there, and it was in early access to develop, one way or another. Whereas with this, it wouldn't. I don't think that would be that clear. It would feel like a fully developed project that they were just saying, "Hey, don't be mad at us for." I don't know. It's a funny one. It's a good question. What's happening to my game? Everything's breaking. Good. Yeah, it's a really interesting question to think, but I think one of the biggest problem is early access games can be refunded, right, on Steam, regardless, and that would have caused financial ruin with the launch they did have. Because people still, like, no way are they forgiving, even if it says it's an early access title, they're not forgiving the fact the servers were as broken as they were for the sort of period of time they were broken for. Why are the boys blue? Is there a lore reason? It's to blend in with the Fear and Greed. Actually, it's camouflage, dude. Isn't it obvious? Did you typo in your title on purpose? No, what's wrong with it? But why did you not mention it the first time you were in here, Sea-Dog? I don't even... this is such a pain to edit. Everybody, Clover just exploded, and I'm just out here like trying to edit my title. Well, clearly I can't read either, so it's fine. What's wrong with it? Ask me anything! Oh, it would have two. It would have two S's, wouldn't it? If I wanted them to ask me or anything. Sorry, everyone. I know you're all dying while I'm chilling. How do I edit this one? Oh, there we go. Ask me anything. Fixed. Thank you. I'm eternally grateful. Ain't no one asking me anything now. Ah, my eyes. Just clicked off the screen. I don't like playing in full screen. With that ass? Dude, I hit the gym today and I blasted my glutes. Calm down, everyone. Calm down. But you don't know a pump like a glute pump, dude. It's something. Huh? Demonetized. Yes! I always cock that up, guys. This was a big one for me. Oh, you pump glutes. Big doubt on that one. We know you, Nico. I used to respect you back when you were a dev. Where did it all go so wrong? Do I like Wi-Fi circles? I despise them, but I actually think like it's not the top priority. You know, I can appreciate why they're trying to create new fun heists before they fix the Wi-Fi circles. That's a good Clover line. It's actually crazy, like the difference in quality between the voice lines they've recorded for Clover and Houston and the rest of the gang. I just don't know the guy anymore, you know? Mate, what are these lads doing? Oh, I clipped him, thank God. Anyone meleeing with their minigun out? It's always fun. Ah! That's what I say when I get shot in the back. You're a huge Dallas voice hater? I always tell this story, but when I was asked during Due Time to Get Time who my least favorite heister is, I said Dallas. First of all, because I panicked and couldn't think of the name of anyone else. Like, be real, they had a bunch of complete amateurs like ad-libbing. But also to be contentious, you know. Yes, I used disengage on that. I might be the first human to have ever done that. Guys, I can't wait to be able to move my green screen. This guy just... Okay. Pure Johns. Lagged around all of my bullets. Anyone else think cloakers just kind of stink? You want me to donut you? Hell yeah, brother. Christ on a shit stick.
I'm having the big gun delivered to you now. Nicely done.
What gun is it? This is the FAMAS. Why does it sound like someone brushing a deck of cards when it shoots? Huh. Never thought of it that way before, but I rate it. Got any of them boys for me to trade? He should have taken some hostages, shouldn't I? There. Hear him. First I missed my train. Now I'm getting robbed.
Get ready. That door should come down any second now.
I also love the characters who give it a little welly with their voice lines. My favorite one was the like rumor that Ulf had destroyed his vocal cords voicing Wolf. That was that's a good Payday iceberg fact. I was like, where's Ulf gone, dude? He used to be such a major part of this studio. No, he cannot speak anymore. He has lost his voice permanently. First I dropped my bite, now I lost my kebab. I'll be amazed if you don't drop either a kebab or a pint at some point.
All emptied out. Now make sure to secure
Guys, I'm really proud of myself. I didn't call back step-back shots once in the video I made.
the attack wave. They won't back down this time.
You got to understand how much restraint that actually took.
Sometimes bigger is better. I fucked up the focus.
I need overkill weapon kills, guys. If you want to spawn for me. Oh shit, not you. Not really the fella I wanted. Yeah, that wasn't bad.
Keep an eye out. Hostage rescue is on the scene. The cops are bringing in sabotage specialists.
Those guys just aren't bothering. They're just hearing like minigun noises. Now they've all gone invisible. Oh, that's Payday 3, baby. How much time have you had to check out GTFO? I'm so excited for GTFO pre-launch. The problem with the game for me in the end was that like, I just don't actually enjoy those like. It's kind of ironic, isn't it, being someone who covers a co-op game, but I don't enjoy those ultra hardcore co-op experiences that force you into playing in like a full group. Something about that is less fun to me than a co-op game that allows you to really handle it, challenge yourself obviously, but handle it with a smaller group. That could just be like lack of understanding of the game, but I found it really hard to get into in the end. I did cover the original, like, I think it was first announced at the Game Awards back in the day. Someone got the bloody key asset, which makes life harder. Hack it and dowd it. What the shit are you on about? Sometimes you say things that I just truly do not understand, C-Dub. Payday the heist cooperation is a little on the funky side, but if you play the game the way they wanted you to play it, the co-op's pretty good. My 99 boxes enjoyer? No. Jeez. I can't believe they didn't include the question that someone asked, like, where's Mac? And the answer was like, I don't know. Iced tea's nice. Wait. I definitely picked up. Maybe I did only pick up 4 items of loose cash, which is the best heist for this. Golden Shark, probably. Did you know the dentist box is actually the 99th box that Mac has? See, that's the kind of lore I need now. That's what I'm after. By the way, the only reason I'm using this thing is because I still haven't maxed it out. I don't like it very much, I gotta be honest. But I don't want to use it again, so let's not. Is it Hugh Stout? Sure is. You need to Payday 3. What's the fastest way to level up your skills? I think the serious best answer to that is probably Rock the Cradle Stealth. If you look up how to the stealth speedrun on that one, that gives you a lot of skill points. I think also, if you don't like stealth, there's a version of the Diamond Store, Dirty Ice, that you can do, which is basically a speedrun. But you actually go loud with it, and you can secure all loot solo in about 2.5 minutes. That gives you quite a lot of XP points as well. Very hard, given there's no reason not to do it on Overkill. The cops like barely spawn in. You can run your stealth build, and you can still slam it out on Overkill. Promise. What colour is that wall behind you? The thing is, the lighting in my room's a little crazy, so you would probably expect me to say white. But I'm gonna bat it off and say nothing. It's not, it's off-white. It's off-white. And soon it'll be a green screen. I'm getting my blinds soon, guys. There won't be people watching me out the window. I can't wait. I feel so watched. Can you slam me out on Overkill? Yeah. Where was this kind of like dirty talk last night given? It's actually beige. It's off-white. It's like a creamy, lilac-y white. It's just one of those things when you go somewhere that's been newly built, they seem to use fairly neutral colors that you can like do what you want with. And knowing me, I'll do nothing with it for a very long time. Hello, KMD. I don't understand why they do things like the Hollow and the FAMAS and nothing else. I don't understand like what the plan was there. Add this cool new sight, put it on one weapon that doesn't even feel very good with it because it's kind of a hip fire gun. I don't know. That's just me. Holy shit. I've not done this starting objective basically since the heist came out because I always just go straight into the courthouse. I think the problem with doing it this way is you lose a shit ton of civs, right? If I'm not wrong. Nice Paris server. You got something against the French? I personally am a huge French lover. That doesn't sound right. Maybe they don't leave, actually, because they'd have to leave through this door and it's locked. Oh yeah, they forced me onto chains again. This is the only time I play chains, when I'm meant to be playing Houston, and they put me on Houston Breakout. I didn't realize I just stayed there. Surely they just run out. Chat is not a hip-fire weapon. I'm gonna have to agree to disagree. It's kind of a hybrid weapon, but the only way the bursts feel good are up close. Trying to actually like beam people cross map feels horrible. Hence why I started running it as a hip-fire gun. Did it piss anyone else off that you cannot access these donuts? There's just one donut here. I know what's in there. Grit Edge and Rush is in there. Hello, lads. Oh yeah, and all the guards are like chilling here too. Stuff. I'm gonna diet. That's true. That's true. I told myself I would stop edging a while ago.
Don't move a fucking muscle.
Do I speak any other languages? Not well. I've lived in multiple other countries and just embarrassed myself by speaking English. I've learnt what I believe to be a form of English that's really like well formed for like not necessarily native speakers. Because I lived in Japan and eventually I just learned, God, my Japanese is so weak. I might as well just speak good English to people. 9 times out of 10 they understood me. So you're saying you're posh? You know it. What's my bill? I remember that. Sometimes I'm sad and then I use the M7 and I'm less sad. You feel me? He speaks English too well. I just didn't know your education system was so weak out there in the US, but news to me. Do I play any other games other than Payday? Well, there's this game called Smite. Currently, I have a real problem, which is if I'm not making Payday videos, I feel like I'm like wasting my life. Which is definitely like an unhealthy way to live. But I had a bit of a headache last night. I was working on my video and I was like, I don't really think I can keep scripting tonight. This is too much. So I switched it up and I bought a new game. And oh my god, I still like video games. I thought I was jaded. I thought it was over for me. Yeah, I bought the game Neva? It's got a little wolfy thing. It's cute. And just sensational. Sensationally good game. It's one of those experiences where, like, you know, they absolutely nail the audio, the music, visuals. It all comes together really well. Definitely not the Payday kind of audio nailing though. Yeah, KMD, I'm trying something like that from time to time. And mostly for my own sanity and to mix things up. But then you're playing an algorithm game as well, which is unfun. In case it wasn't obvious, no one likes playing the algorithm game if they can avoid it. You guys are going to be seeing I'm done with Payday 3 soon enough, lads. Fell down the Dark Souls development rabbit holes. When you say Dark Souls development, you don't necessarily mean playing the games, you mean like cut content or something? I've probably fallen down all those rabbit holes with you, because the Souls series is one of the few games I give myself time to play. Although, to my shame, I've still not completed Shadow of the Erdtree. Project Baxter blew me away. Project Baxter makes me feel genuinely ill. God knows when Den of Wolves is coming out, dude. I think it's going to be a lot longer than you're probably thinking. Unfortunately. I just think it's a long way off, but they have a really good relationship with Jeff, it seems, because they seem to get to show off their games quite quickly. Switching to the bathtubs. I do have a bathtub, dude, but I can't get my streaming setup in there, otherwise I'd be all over it. Opinions on Deep Rock Galactic? I wish I had more, but I've honestly never played the game. It's disgusting. And I plan to right that wrong soon. But if you see my gaming history in terms of like 4-player co-op shooters, it doesn't go that much past Payday for me. I played a lot of Borderlands when I was younger. I've obviously played the Left 4 Dead games, but otherwise, very Payday-centric. If I did a cooking stream, what would I make for you? I had a lovely meal tonight. But it was mostly oven baking, which wouldn't be very fun for a cooking stream, would it? I had like a pesto parmigiano chicken type thing. Admittedly, it's a HelloFresh recipe. I can't believe the guys never sponsor me. I'm actually the biggest HelloFresh shill around. They just know they don't have to pay me for it. Bastards. The quality of my dinner is directly proportional to what, you know, HelloFresh has in their storehouses. Black Ops 6 is coming out, isn't it? And that's the problem, right? Once upon a time, a Call of Duty release was a purchase no matter what. But now I look at it and go, am I gonna have time for that? I think some people at like my sort of age fall into the trap of always feeling like you don't have time for anything. When actually, if you just manage your time better, you would. But with YouTube and the style of videos I've started making, I truly do feel like I don't have any time for anything right now. Oh, this is the second time someone's asked me for my pizza, and I gave such a non-committal answer. Because I was like, just, dude, give me all the toppings. There's nothing I don't like. So you might as well give me all the toppings. Bop. Simply delete my channel? Mary, I think you're onto something there. Oh, hello. I did actually, just get a raise, so maybe I can. Maybe I can go full Red Rogue. I'm out of here. I'm done with Payday 3 and my channel. Don't clip me, guys. Guys at Starbreeze might finally breathe a sigh of relief. Too late clipped? Uh-oh. You know, I've got all this credit card debt I gotta pay off. Known Payday streamer robs bank. I just want to actually pitch a game idea to a studio. You need an in. You need an in, right? You need to know somebody. As with everything in life, basically. Anyone else? What the shit? Why'd you run past me, mate? Anyone else just like switch their brain off while playing this heist? This is rapidly devolved into my like Almir cart of Payday heist. Like there's not a thought in my head in terms of what I'm actually doing. Full autopilot. What the shit? Oh, that's not good, is it? This build's pretty good, isn't it? Got him! No overkill weapon, no problem, baby. Who are my 3 crewmates for my IRL bank heist? Do they have to be real people, or am I calling in the Payday gang here? Or can I, like, call in Eric Etabari? He's got a lot of anger. He's a real person and sort of part of the Payday gang. Do both. We were doing something similar with Starbury's partners, but it was nowhere near as, like, innocent as robbing a bank. It was like, who would win in a death match? I'm gonna say I'm gonna take that guy who, like, said that's how I would have done it. Would have did it. I think he speaks weird. I just feel like he must know what he's doing, right? At least that's the vibe he's trying to give off. Lads, what the shit are you doing? I can't find her. Where is she? I've been searching for this techie like the entire heist, man. I'm starting to believe she doesn't exist. That's the technique. That's what I would have done. That guy's got to be on the team, right? You'd be crazy not to have him. Then, like, I guess, you know, you need the muscle. Who's muscular? I'm taking Nico in chat. That dude has the potential to be muscular. I've seen it. And then I'll take Mortifer, you know, in case we've got to sneak things. Simple. Jobs are good now. Nico would vomit and pass out. What? Because he's nervous or because he's drunk? Both equally possible. It's a legacy heist first world bank. And to be clear, nothing's been confirmed, but I don't think they're trying to not confirm it. Because they said it involves Payday 3. Payday is, you know, one of Payday's most popular ever challenges. There really aren't that many. Dude, unless it's the White House. Sign me up. The Legacy Heist is the stealth tutorial. If we played that GeoGuessr any more rounds, you were just going to keep guessing the stealth tutorial. I actually think the Loud tutorial, it takes place in one of the escapes, doesn't it? But that one's also kind of funky. Good weapon, that. I'm so sorry, no one has decided to help you. Oh my god, clutch! Huge. What a save here. I need loose loot. Is there any loose loot on this heist? There probably is in, like, the safes. God, the daily challenges annoy me. Get bot. When's the Dr. Sex update coming? Oh, no idea. Surely that's December, right? God, I should be deflecting more, shouldn't I? Didn't pick Diamond District. Honestly, Sea-Dog, the challenges happen later in my mind. I pick the heist I actually want to play, and then I go, how do I do a challenge on here? And then I look, and the challenge is like, jork it 5 times on art gallery whilst standing on 1 foot, and I'm like, well, how am I going to do that here? I do feel like challenges maybe would be better off if they were more universal. Hire the king of heisting. Known king of heisting. Red Archer Live. Why are we not finished? What are we doing? Piss off. Get absolutely flattened, mate. Red Arch alive. Known trivia not knower. How many minuses was he in yesterday? I think chat would have beaten us all, to be fair. Little shit G. Dude, he hates you too, don't worry. You're gonna pay, he says. Proceeds to die immediately. Skedaddle, lads. That took about 8 minutes longer than it should have. I'm in a proper brain switch off mood today. What changes have the partners had a tangible hand in? I can't tell you. One day. One day, when we do the Payday iceberg. I can't tell you what we've done. You'll never know. When we all die, you'll never know what we've done for you. No, I'm kidding. That's possibly the most obnoxious thing I've ever said. But most of what we've actually done or like had a proper hand in is NDA for a reason, right? We made the game worse, you're welcome. Yeah. The head death of the universe, we'll tell you. What does that mean? Death of head? So... no head? That sounds awful. I'm gonna get the one, like, loose loot item on this heist and call it a day. 90-year-old Noli speaking the NDA Payday 3 secrets to the last scholars of Payday. This 90-year-old streamer does things the old-fashioned way. Breaks NDA live. The partners are actually responsible for Houston's broken hands. Now that would be a fun turn of events, wouldn't it? We ruined it. Truly. When more Payday 3 heists come out, do I plan on redoing challenge runs? I try and do new ones, right? As much as possible. I mean, there's only been 2 challenge runs. There's been no shooting, which was impossible. Basically impossible, because of the way some mechanics work. That won't have changed, because FBI vans will still not be destructible with the methods I had access to, and they will make it basically impossible to proceed through certain heists. And then there was just, like, complete them all solo on Overkill, which is not that hard now. The game's got substantially easier than it was patch 1. So I'd rather do more interesting things in the future. It's just without, like... The funny thing is, like, this game is built with more of a storyline from the get-go. It sort of has its own inbuilt career mode, whereas Payday 2 didn't have that. But for whatever reason, it isn't... To me, at least, it isn't as compelling. Why do I keep getting abducted to Paris? It just isn't as compelling. I don't know why. It just doesn't work as well for the challenge run format to me. Yeah, given I'm amazed you didn't actually, you know, try and bamboozle us into giving up some company secrets, but we don't know that many. And the ones we do know, they're too hot to handle right now.
It took some serious work, but we got you started inside.
You're probably French. Dude, this is the worst way to find out. I need to lure? I need to lure? Luring? Please tell me that counted. Please tell me that counted.
Go down or get put down.
What do you think swap meet is all about, guys? What do you think they're trading? Filthy answers only. You know what to do, dickhead. Slendy Bendy, how do you join my lobby? Yeah, so you basically, it's just, you have to be the fastest on the draw as far as I know. So if it's saying my lobby's full, that's just because people have joined too quickly. I plan to, in a near future stream, try and do a better job of, you bastard. You picked up my loose loot. Yeah, I do plan on doing a proper stream in the future where I like rotate lobbies properly. It's just there isn't a great system for it right now in the game. Swap each other's kinks in a meeting. Plausible, plausible. Yeah, we'll break NDA on back shots, no problem. I think Starbreeze broke their own NDA on that the other day. Just a random bit of like gameplay appeared. Yeah, I don't know, like, if anyone can think of an interesting challenge run, and I don't mean like a gimmick run, which is like the TF2 ones. They are challenging in and of themselves, but they are more so than anything gimmicks. But, sorry, I'm just reading the Noli Cannoli over there, and it's confusing me. But yeah, if there's any actual ideas that would suit the Payday 3 formula well. Like, I thought about maybe with only overkill weapons, now we have the minigun. Because you can earn that via objectives, but that sounds kind of horrible. Payday 3 stream shit-faced? I mean, that doesn't sound like a challenge, dude. I'd probably play better then. Payday the Heist challenge run when? It makes so much sense. It's such a good formula. The genuine only reason I haven't is because I'm bad at that game. I'm gonna have to give this game a negative review, guys. I'm sorry. Sorry to say, it's over. Yeah, see, zero skills sounds really hard, but possibly doable. But then someone had a right go at me for saying, like, you don't need ammo, funnel, and replenish. And was like, well, you try and beat the game without it. I'm like, I can do that. Having to do it always on overkill as well makes it just a little trickier, because you have to follow a few slightly more meta-focused things. But yeah, we could try something like no skills. I mean, right now, the skills are so unenjoyable to lose. It's not like it would be hurting my enjoyment of the game. She's beat booping all over the place. Holy shit. Your boy is not hitting his shots well today. Where is she? There she is. I was hearing her the whole time. You forgot how down blue this heist is? Oh, you ran the mod, right? You've been color correcting. You're just basically cheating. Actual, like, hacker behavior. Because I'm sure the game is so much easier like that. There we go. Personally, I'm just gonna stay here. While the saxophone pops off on the sax. Wonder if they'll ever change it. Surely they will. Mate, you're right. He's just like jumping backwards and forwards. And now he's just ran away, okay. No interest. S3. That was a lot of people. It's just so hard to burst people from the side. It kind of annoys me. Ages ago. It's my bad. Oh, I'm edging it. I'm edging him. Thank you, Urk. I'd be nothing without you. Oh, it's Woxley. Feeling filthy as always. Oh my god. At least they made him getting flashbang kind of cathartic for how irritating he is. I miss my Adelig, man. You're invisible! You abomination! Die! Oh god, I hate the invisibility glitch. We should not have to be dealing with this at this stage. That looked really painful, mate. Oh, I'm gonna get sniped. What the shit? Anyway, looks like we're fine. Your fear makes me stronger? That's good to know. Oh shit, where? Yeah, there's so bloody many of them. I just climbed the staircase. I mantled it. That looked weird. How can you be a Channel enjoyer? It simply doesn't make logical sense. I simply don't understand it. Where we go? Please don't snipe me, sir. God, they're so well behaved. I can't hit a shot. It's physically impossible. Do we all hate the FAMAS now? I've gone off this weapon quite quickly. I think it's up there with the Northwest in terms of incompetent assault rifles. Don't hate it. I feel like it's pretty sucky though. I need to trade some people. Is there anyone for me to trade? You're a mate. I guess he means absolutely no harm. Huh. We had trust, you bastard. Mass is pretty good. Definitely at least A tier. Dude, you can one-shot people with the Adelig. What the shit? Just got functionally deleted. I think by a sniper. Interesting. A prank between friends? Dude, he shot me. I'm dead now. 8823. Tasty. I need some of these. It's just compared to everything else in that package, it kind of sucked as well, because it was a fairly strong DLC. I was kind of techie hunting, not gonna lie. There she is. Kill her drone, find her. I wonder how long she just like chilled out for. Not that long, apparently. How do you tell if a channel has drops enabled? As far as I know, any channel that has access, so this one does, but as far as I know, any channel that has access to a subscribe button and is streaming Payday 3 should have drops enabled. So you just have to be an affiliate. I'm your Huckleberry. That's what he says. But are there any drops available right now? I thought they were going sooner than the next update. Just full on shredding on the saxophone while this silliness is going on. Just prepping for the Death Wish mask? Yeah. I saw that they'd seemingly announced that. Was that in like a Nebula post? Thanks, Nebula. We love you. Alright, mate.
They cut the whole building's access to the market. Good thing we all
558.
dry.
Shout at him until he runs away. Anyone else think it's silly that we can't kill them after they've been free? Nebula email? I prefer it when they don't email me, not gonna lie. Like,
We bribed a maintenance worker
I have enough spam in my life.
the elevator shafts.
But yeah, that's a rare, interesting reveal. They're all over the place in terms of reveals at this point. I mentioned something was announced, and some Starbreeze employees like, what was it? What? Got it, boys.
Market's down, but the police are en route.
And the emails Nollies gets is OnlyFans receipt?
We'll meet you there.
What the shit? What?
Remember, we
What's going on?
for this. Assemble the parts we brought for the transmitter, then use it to rotate that crane nearby.
How are you dead up top?
Another roof. File can pick you up.
Nolly casually admitting to ignoring Starbreeze emails. They don't email me. They don't have anything interesting to say right now. Come on. Oh. Magic. I don't know, the FAMAS is kind of stinky. Cannot compete with the Deagle. Ow. I don't want to lose this armor piece, lads. Stop shooting me, please. You bastards. Holy shit. It's not good, lads. It's not good over there. Do we have nice overkill weapon to kill him with?
Clover got down.
Oh, it's really bad.
Hurry. Clover's down.
Hey, he's just kicked me through a wall. This guy's cheating. Hey, he's kicked me again. We bastard. Can get a little crazy on the escape. You got to admit. Can they come out with a reset everything button? We did actually ask for that. I asked for it for challenge run reasons. Because if I could, I could do challenge runs from level 0, but I currently can't unless I want to buy a new account every time. But yeah, it's obviously not a priority with everything else going on. You're not meant to have finished all their content. And by content, I mean thousands of levels of renown. I think I'm missing the anti-recoil skin and skill, and that might be why I'm struggling with it a little bit. Mate, what the hell? He just wasn't making a sound. Absolutely trucking on by. Hello!
Just say the word.
guys. You're inside me. It's beautiful. I think it suffers from everything given. I think it's just suffering. I think its main problem is that it needs to land headshots really consistently. And generally, you'll not hit a full burst of headshots, and so your one-shot chances feel worse, especially over range. Case in point. And I'm at my monthly orgy, and my mate comes from behind all of a sudden. You only do that monthly, Woxlius? Those are rocky numbers, as they say. You can't call him out like that. Like, the answer is he does want to repeat that. Bye. No, we'll never get our crane. Oh, shit. Hang on. Rat! Anyone see that rat? What a game. Authentic rats. I love how he's running. You shoot him and he's like, oh, didn't think this through. Rip. Clover's gone again, lads. He will be missed. Jump! I do really like this escape. I do think it's a lot better than the escapes on most other heists. I will not be playing Minecraft, Sea-Dog. You don't understand. I'm a... What the hell? They didn't let me... They didn't let me do my signature death. The infamy reward is so much lower for this heist for no particular reason. Also, what the shit do these... What are these numbers? What do you all think they'll do to Hardy when Shield comes? I think the skill might just be gone, to be honest. Would be my take. And bulldozers is just going to be a real problem. Yes, that heist law worked. Hell yeah, brother. I don't want to use the channel anymore. I'm going to use it in, like, stealth lobbies or something. I don't know. Let's use the Adelaide and feel a little power for once in my life. Get patched? Did they not patch this game? What, are you out of your mind? They don't have time for that. It's full steam ahead on Baxter. Question, when will I do any Payday 2 vids? I expect my next video will be on Payday 2, depending on schedules. And I also have a cross Payday game video in the works. Because I'm trying to find something that everyone enjoys. The problem is I've wasted all the nostalgia bait videos for Payday 2 because, like, I've done them all. I did them when the game was popular, and now the game's less popular, and would do well with nostalgia style videos. I've already done them. What is Project Baxter? Exactly. It's Starbreeze's next game. It's a D&D co-op FPS, assumedly 4-player. If they release First World Bank in Payday 3, you should do Overdraw 3 times in a row on stream. Don't see why not. I wonder how hard it'll be. Wait, is it not an FPS? I thought they announced that. There was gameplay actually. I don't remember it being an FPS. Now you say that. I thought it was like a Vermintide, like, which is kind of a D&D FPS. Basically dead in arrival. It's dead in arrival if Starbreeze's public image is shot. I'm gonna get a fat cut. Hell yeah. FPS is first person boomer. Yeah, I know. I know what FPS means, mate. The realization I'm currently having is that maybe it isn't any of those things, but I can't really remember. Starbreeze!
Christ on a shit stick. Thanks. Thanks. Thanks.
We love RNG here. I want all lobby. Let's vote restart. All bags. Bastards.
Did you know that roughly 90% of all diamonds in the US go through New York?
No?
That's a pretty big number.
You refuse? Okay. Good to know.
Take the bagged up.
Oh, hell yeah. I think it's a terrible idea to have a game known as its code name for a long time. I'm sure I could give you an example of a game that was like that. And didn't. But yeah, it has been known for maybe for not that sort of length of time. What was Overwatch's development name?
We got a civilian.
Because that was known for a long time, I think.
All those storefronts filled with valuable stones. I say we go for a shop
Project Titan.
in the diamond
Yeah.
district. Take your time to scout it all out. This seems like a
I
good
hate this game.
point. I'd say it's time to start stealing.
Sod it. Oh no, let's try again. We can try again. Why not? Wait, restarting in public lobbies doesn't... Oh, yeah, you're right.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It's because it's not solo mode. Oh, I hate this game.
I'm overriding the window cleaning platforms. You can use them to secure the loot.
Do you know what I think is just completely unacceptable? And people can say, oh, you're angry at Payday all the time. I don't think it's acceptable for the game to have a core component of one of its heists, this entire building, just be inaccessible for a month because it takes that long to update the game with like seriously needed patches and fixes. I think it's completely unacceptable. I think regardless of all the goodwill they get from the improvements they've made, I think having that kind of issue is frankly embarrassing. By 536. Sounds like a skill issue, just have better odds. Yeah, probably. I'm sure no one's at fault. And I say that fully knowing that there will be people at Starbreeze who are just as annoyed that that's how it is right now. Everyone should be rightfully annoyed that they cannot update the game so that it's in a functional state. But I had a full-blown argument with someone about whether they had issues with updating on console. It can be unacceptable, but what can we do about it? You know, demand better, I suppose. Their hands might be truly tied on it. I don't know. But I have a hard time really listening to the same like buzzwords used over and over again of like we're cooking, it's getting better. But then I see really fundamental things break and remain broken for a really extended period of time. It's hard to then hear them say we're cooking and not think the shit you on about, lads. I need this loose loot, guys, I'm sorry. Might be wasting everyone's time. We can stop giving them money. I mean, you know what the outcome is there, right? And I'm not even saying that's the wrong outcome. Maybe it is at this point. Oh. But the company will abandon Payday 3 as soon as it decides it's not financially something they can support. And God, that might be a mercy killing for all we know. But right now, I don't want to believe that. I'm pretty passionate about this sort of thing. Because this isn't like a design issue or something that could be discussed at that sort of level where you could say, oh, well, you know, I think it's debatable whether this design is good or not. No, this is an issue with, like, something so fundamental. You can't really argue against them needing to fix it. Need to interact with jewelry. No one understands my problem. Do you think the Payday franchise is better off in a new dev team or company? I don't think it's super feasible for that to ever happen. I don't think there is just a de facto better company that could handle Payday better necessarily. You could say 10 Chambers, and I'm sure they've got lots of ex-Payday guys there, but it's still a very different climate in terms of what they're developing, the scope of it. I think Payday 3 was always going to be really, really tricky. And I wish I'd had more sort of foresight to see that, instead of just being very excited for it. Fuck yours. I'm angry! How dare you! Oh god. They're so much better at throwing those now. No, every update brings something really good and something I can be genuinely excited about for the game. But then it also brings glitches and issues, which every update for every game brings. But every other game fixes them in like a timely manner. Within the week at least. You got paid 10 grand for every video he made during Payday 3's pre-release period? They're struggling to afford hotel rooms, man. And I'll pay anyone 10 grand. Keep coming, lads. Okay. Yes? I'd love to get into a trading section so I could get some armor. That would be juicy. I don't play with mods. Nope. Confuses console players. It's not worth it. I can't not play Payday 2 with mods now. Like, I'm completely broken. I need a HUD mod, for example, and all it does is confuse people. So I'm going to try and not break myself in this game. Oh, I was thinking about doing a mod video. See what new stuff there is. I know there's been some, like, big AI improvements and stuff. Okay, we're on the final charge. That's horrible. Oh, wait, we got some trades. We got some trades. I'm alive, everybody. What dummy? If only we could get into that one store that has all that loose loot that I want to pick up. Alas. I didn't even see the laser train on me there. Just all of a sudden my health was gone. Why did you guys pick up all the loose loot? I needed this. This is who I am. I found nothing but toast. I'm not needed. I'm going to go in a different direction. You bastard. when I make a play, I'm gonna get blasted. It's inevitable.
Over there, sniper! Killed them!
Hate that sniper spawn so tremendously. Freak Day 3? Maybe that's the title I need to have a hit YouTube video these days. That's what you guys are really after.
Killed the nader!
Where is she? Oh! My frames! They've taken my frames! There she is. She's just like staring into space over here.
Sniper, watch out!
Mile is on site. The landing zone is high, so you have to hurry.
If only we could secure all loot, eh, lads? Oh, that guy's... He's jiving! Can't just be me who feels like at this point we're like always gaping heists with loads of resources. Like I still have a medic bag.
That's almost too easy.
Big yeah, the big arse mod's already done. I've already used that sadly. That's gunpowder already fired.
Very happy about this. And you guys stand to make a hefty sum.
Well, no more pain day, now we're just calling it freak day. Bring out the censored eye thumbnails. Censored eye thumbnails? Oh, yeah. Well, that's because it was Hitler, dude. I mean, like, it's not actually Hitler, but it's kind of Hitler. Wow, I didn't get very far, did I? Jeez. Daily challenges, eh? Always fun. I don't want to use the frag build, because I don't want to blow myself up.
There's an armored transport carrying precious cargo.
I'm gonna take us to dirty ice. I'm gonna steal all the ice, baby. You can start concepting for Freak Day. Sea Dog, your rule sets are really confusing for all involved, so you got to keep it simple. Guys, I'm not really a fetishist, you know. I'm pretty straightforward. Touch the Guy, Turbid Station. I like the first one. We were gonna have a video called Drunk Day 3 from when we did the drinking stream, but I handed it over and never got it back. I might do Turbid Station next. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use the laws. You know it. Would porting Goat Sim to Payday 3 be better or worse than the original? The game doesn't have vehicles yet. Which is going to make day one pretty tricky. Good luck reimagining it without vehicles. I'm never buying more assets, dude. I refuse. I'm an asset hater. Am I excited for the next update? I'm less excited for that update for me because there's no heist in it, you know? There's nothing new for us to play with, but I think it's a really important update. I think it's going to be one of the most impactful updates we ever have. And it can't come soon enough because, Jesus Christ, they need to fix all the bugs that they added in the last update. You know how it is.
Hit the deck.
Boop. Surprise!
Someone triggered the alarm. Okay.
It's free. The update's free. Yeah. UI and... what was it? Server browser? Seems to be the focus. The employee of the month. 3636. God. Bloody TF2 soldier set that one up. 3-6, 3-6.
Drop the gun or I'll drop you. Okay, okay. You're mine
I
now.
can do hostage
You're mine now.
down some civilians.
Ooh.
Thank you.
One day I'm going to be able to read chat whilst doing this. I got 2 right and then I panicked and looked across. Can't wait to start stream, watch Payday 3 and go, wow, I'm glad they added VoIP. Stare straight the camera and turn it off. I mean, you stream, you should probably not have VoIP on, right? I'm kind of a lover of voice chat in video games, and I'm European, which makes life really difficult. Because as a European, everyone hates voice chat, but you know, because everyone speaks different languages in your region. So, you know, game of the moment right now, Smite, I'd always be telling people, you know, calling things out, or Overwatch, for example, and I would receive like 1 answer per game. Oh, we got it, boys. I don't know. Europeans don't like VoIP. What about Smite 2? Oh, what about Smite 2? I mean, I have played it and enjoyed it, don't get me wrong, but it's
That'll keep the road
there's
short
not enough
today.
to it right now because it's reasonably early, and I worry it's now going to get rushed out to you know, at least a beta release version to try and get more people in and spending on it, and it'll never have the chance to actually develop and be its own thing. I don't know, dude. I feel like I'm cursed to like things that have kamikaze decision makers. Just a theory. I can see why people really want VoIP, and actually more important than VoIP is the fact that from now on, people out in the Wild West, also known as console, will be able to see what we're typing as PC players. Which is huge for things like, you know, sharing the code and stuff. Yeah, that's honestly more important than VoIP. Who do I main in Smite? I'm not really that kind of Smite player, you know.
They ain't paying you enough for this. Drop it, fella.
Had these guys lived those shots I fired at them? Yeah, the original like God design that I liked the most was the original Noir design, though. If you're an OG, I think they peaked with Old War. But I'm a jungler, so I like the assassins. Hello, Oreganoed. I like that name. Would you consider this to be better than Payday 2? No. How is this even tagging them? No.
Watch the shield.
I feel like it'll be years and years before I would be able to answer yes to that. Genuine. I believed it might be before launch. Hoped it might be, but I was wrong.
Kill the fuck out of the
And I was also terribly burnt out on Payday 2, which can't help. I think the Spaz is alright. Basically, it's another weapon that you have to land a headshot with, and if you do, you can absolutely beam people with it. But it's never going to compete with faster-firing weapons, like the Adderlig. If you've got a fast-firing weapon that one-shot headshots everything, it's kind of a hard sell to run anything else, right?
shield is dead.
But yeah, you can actually use it as an ADS weapon, which is pretty unique for a shotgun, so you'll notice I don't run Gunslinger with it. Which I think is pretty cool. Has Dallas ever been shot in the head in the war? No, not necessarily. There's nothing like that. It'd be cool if they had, and it reflected it. I think, does Shane's have a scar that lines up with damage on his mask? I feel like I might have imagined that one, but
Shield is dead.
it's plausible.
Lights out for the sapper. Shield coming in hot. Kill the shield.
Guy with the big Roblox oof sound.
One bag and counting.
Hoxton's face got burnt. Does that count? I mean, I guess it actually does. But wasn't what I had in mind.
Just we aimed for. Not bad at all. But there's always room for more.
I can't hit shots. I stink. He's kicked me and killed me. James, why are you running away from me, you silly bastard? Actual idiot. Holy shit. Thanks for nothing, James. This guy stinks. Oh god.
Clover's down. That's 7.
Don't worry, chains will get you. In like 3 to 6 business days. See, if I'd ADS there, I would have probably one-shot him. I say as I then ADS and don't hit him at all. There she is. Have I ever cast a hex on someone? Nah, I'm not really magical. I wish.
Cops. Just don't let your guard down. They'll be back.
Do you think they'll bring a hard difficulty? I think eventually they will. The hardest difficulty is too easy right now because of a lot of changes they've made to how the heist is played.
Watch out. They've got cloakers.
Mate, you say that, but they only ever spawn here and I don't see him. I'll be firing to the abyss. Okay, why? So you can't hear the chopper at all in this room, but it's like loud hit. Huh. It's 33 times 6? 260? Is that right?
9 bags and counting.
No. 198. Right? I'm slow today. Thank you.
10 bags and counting.
What is the hardest difficulty in Payday 3? Overkill. Same as it was in Payday 2 on launch.
Bacon.
Yeah, the skill system, they tried to get too clever with it, I think, and oversimplified things that didn't need to be simplified. Put it simply. I don't think it was like... as I said when Safi asked me for his recent video, I just feel like it's a bit of a failed experiment. I don't begrudge them being experimental whatsoever,
Sabotage specialists.
but I do feel like it was, you know, the experiment's through.
They deployed the hostage rescue team.
It's just like some shots you feel should 100% be a one-shot kill, and they're just not, and I don't understand why. And then some, you shoot them from miles away, and it is a one-shot kill. It's just got a weird inconsistency. That's levels 150, overkill 145 coming back. It'd be much more likely to draw inspiration from the more recent game. Say Death Sentence. Or Mayhem or something like that. How could they think we would like a long list of mindless skill lines? I think it's the fact that they're relatively open and unrestricted that they thought we would like. And I think they thought that we'd like role play more, I guess, if you know what I mean. Like, we'd be like, oh dude, you be a civilian build, you carry the civilians around and stuff. When that rapidly becomes like a gimmicky strategy that isn't actually that fun to pull off, and so it doesn't work. Like, it worked during week 1 of the game's release, but but not much longer than that. Let's get out of there. Cup says hello? Hi, Cup. When did Cup learn to speak? What the shit? I'm just gonna... Bye, Chance. That's what you get for not saving me from the cloaker before, you asshole. Yeah, I think they've realised that most people would rather just have normal skills, but trying to simplify it will have saved time and allowed them to just come up with a concept for a line, and then the skills will just fall into place after that. Whereas more detailed skill trees like Payday 2, sorry, each individual skill has clearly had a fair bit of love poured into it, except for maybe the ones that are just basic stat boosts. But I don't even think Payday 2 has the perfect skill system. I just think it's a better example. And yeah, losing the one thing that they've totally underrated as being important, and I'm going to do Turbid Station now, because, I don't know, I'm a glutton for punishment. One thing I think they've genuinely underrated the power of is the idea of having these iconic characters and attaching these characters to a certain playstyle. And that's what the original Payday 2 system did. And then when they added Hoxton, they added Fugitive. And I wonder if they planned to, like, when Wick was being designed, I wonder if they discussed adding a John Wick, like a Hitman skill line. And then maybe that's when the conversation came to, that doesn't sound feasible. That's going to be massively over-bloated, too many skills, too much variety. We can't keep up with that. Players are not going to understand it. Let's instead go to perk decks, which at least you can add a lot of variety in the skills, but it locks you into having them all. So I think that was a solution to a problem they probably ran into. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm playing Turbid Station. I'm doing it on offline mode as well. Whoops. My bad. Yeah, and I think it was good to give Hoxton his own skill line, because they obviously had some skill designs to use, and Hoxton was such a core character. He was the first proper addition. Makes sense. Go to 5 skill trees. It felt like a really impactful update as a result, right?
Locke's found another job for us. Might give some of you deja vu.
Yeah, I think characters derived some element of their personality from their skills and playstyles. Do you know who really suffers from it, in my opinion? It's Pearl, right? Like, she doesn't have enough backstory to matter. And so because she doesn't have a skill line or anything she's attached to, you don't even know anything about her. Whereas back in the day, with Houston, who also didn't have a great deal of lore about him when he came to Payday 2, people latched on to the idea, oh, okay, so he's the ghost. And that tells you something about his personality. You play it into some of the voice lines, and some of the voice lines were probably built with that in mind, but also, like, you fill in the gaps a little bit within your head, and for Pearl, it's nothing but gaps. There's nothing to work from, right? Can we join you? Yeah, you just have to add me on Nebula. I do accept all friend requests. Eventually, when I remember. Yeah, they added Wick first because of the timing of, like, the way the event was. It happened such a long time ago, but yeah. The problem with those events back in the day is they did them all like they were stretch goals, right? Oh, more laws. Perfect. Finally. Yes. They did them all like they were stretch goals, that we had to do certain things. I know this was the case with the Hype Train event when we had the Completely Overkill pack. But in actuality, shit tons of this content was already being worked on. So if anything wasn't reached in terms of the stretch goals, they'd be like, we still want to add this, right? We've already worked on it. It was ready to go. So they kind of fixed those little things, in my opinion. They did things like add hype fuel from different sources, like it was from like Hotline Miami sales and stuff. So those update events just worked differently, but oh my god, they were good. They were so exciting. They were so good for the game. And we've not had anything like that, but it was probably dreadful for the studio in terms of like burnout and hours required, so I can see why it's gone. Isn't Grifter her skill line? You you could try and argue for that, but there's absolutely nothing to say that. What would make you say that other than the fact that, oh, she's a bit of a New Yorker wheeler dealer? I think the honest truth of it is no character has a skill line. If you wanted to try and say retroactively, like maybe old Chains has fortitude, cool, but that was added after the game launched, and I can't make that link. Yeah, I don't think it's a bad idea, but why I'm in a mostly empty room? This is my new office. It's just not been sorted yet, so soon I should probably have the green screen set up in here. Once I don't need it to cover my bedroom window because I don't have blinds or curtains or anything. I might get some artwork, but mostly I'm going to get some foam. I don't find it so bad when I get close to the mic and speak like this, but when I'm streaming, it isn't great. But yeah, it's a brand new apartment I've just moved into, so that's fine. Brother, I need to lure you. You don't understand.
Got a guard over there. Watch out for the guard.
We've got drone cameras patrolling the rail yard.
He's just turned around on me, the bastard.
It's a pain in the ass.
That's weird.
Got him. Get lured, dummy.
Hey, we got a guard. Check it. Guard.
Am I going to move again in 4 months? This is my forever home for at least the next 12 months.
We got a guard over
No, I moved around a lot because I was renting. And I'm not fully renting anymore.
Nice hacking. Hop aboard
Thank you.
and see if you can find one of the satellites.
Nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
Damn it. They must
Key
have
card
installed
here.
another security door last minute. Remember that key card you picked up? I think we just found a use for it.
Got a guard over there.
My eyes! God, it's bright when you look at that. I think that you'll find that the gateway report is well written because there's very limited pressures around it, yeah. I actually think the Payday writer is a talented writer in terms of how they write. But I think what they wrote about in the case of Payday 3 was not great. But I wonder like how much of that was direction.
Guard.
I personally think not having someone like really intimately familiar with the Payday 2 lore, how do we say that word? Lore from the get-go was a mistake. I would have liked to have seen.
I don't like the sound
What
of
the
that.
shit?
I don't like the sound
Dress
of
to
that.
kill.
Can't believe this.
Over there.
Can't believe this, lads. You're gonna use up all my extra lures. Not lore, my extra lure. What heist do we think is getting a legacy heist next? First World Bank for Overdrill. Unless it's just the Overdrill challenge. God, that'd be a surprise. Or they put Overdrill on a different heist, like Golden Shark. Oh. Oh. I don't think the starter contractor was ever planned to be Locke. I don't think that's true. I think Shade has been the planned character from the start.
The rail yard's just ahead. Find the best way in and remember to keep quiet.
Hi.
If Quant's security catches on, they'll break the prototypes before they let us steal them.
I just think that the core problem with Shade is it's similar to Pearl, right? Like they've not built her up very well. Her voice lines are. She doesn't have any particularly iconic voice lines, does she? Stealth.
That's Quant's for you.
Damn, you can't even reach this from there without the ranged. That's so annoying. Have I ever killed someone, Ash? No. No, I've not.
We got a guard.
Thank you for the, invasive personal question.
Over there.
We've got a biometric scanner on the door. Check the maintenance tunnels for
Watch
someone
out
with
for the guard.
clearance.
A Reddit comment about voice lines, so I have any hope of them getting added in. I still don't fully understand why every voice line that was recorded wasn't already in the bloody game, to be perfectly honest with you. But yeah, I think that they have been sort of drip feeding them.
Wrong train.
The greatest mistake they made in terms of characters, outside of what I've already mentioned, which was like not giving them
Up to you.
anything in the gameplay that tells you who they are. The other massive mistake they made was not having them interact. It's genuinely unbelievable that they don't interact. It was such a highly demanded feature for them to improve, and it was forgotten. Do I have all Payday 3 achievements? I do, yeah. I think I've had all Payday 3 achievements since like day 4. There's not enough, in my opinion. Although I do sympathise with the people who don't want thousands. Feel you, lads. That's a lot of achievements. I'll tell you, those videos take a long time to make.
Part of Locke's intel. Looks like you need.
Oh, you son of a bitch. What are you doing?
I bet they keep emergency keycards somewhere nearby.
Oh, I messed up, lads. Also, they should give you the option to body bag people. I don't want to have to piss around with bodies the way you currently do.
There was this huge fucking spider. It crawled under my shirt. I freaked out and tried to get it with.
Have you ever watched the video given, or any of the videos that any of the like Payday creators at the time made? Maybe in the last, I don't know, last 3 years, making a sort of like Payday wish list. It's so depressing because they missed on so many of the core like asks.
That keycard will get you past the Quant's security door.
Real sad boy hours.
These are the adventures of the
Hey, Ninji, thank you for the raid. Good to see you. Ah, still much appreciated.
Shipping registry. Quant's isn't playing around.
So Almir said the server browser wasn't actually developed in 10 months. No, I'm sure it wasn't.
That Quant's employee has a company-issued phone.
Oh, hello.
See if he's got the digital
Quant's employee with company issued phone. We're going on a little adventure.
You're going nowhere.
It's my favorite type of cheese. I like a fair few. I think the cheese I use the most is Parmesan. Why not, you know? Parmigiano Reggiano. Couldn't have said that in a more British way, could I? But I really like Camembert, dude.
Looks like it might come in handy.
Give me some bread. Heat that bad boy up. Sign me up. Can be like when you get ready for work. Thank you. I appreciate it, and I hope you have a good day at work. Funny how time zones work.
Hey, drone over there.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure the server browser wasn't developed for 10 months. There's obviously been an order to these things. Oh, God, that one.
The microsatellite isn't here, but there could still be some valuable tech on board this
Is
train.
there loose loot on this
Pack
house?
it now or come back later.
Watch out for the guard.
Why am I able to lockpick this? Oh. Because it's the other side of it.
Hey, we got a guard.
Luring, luring. What's my opinion about people getting Payday 3 DLC for free? Who's getting Payday 3 DLC for free?
Employee to me. I bet he can get us into the control room.
I have rapidly devolved into a, like, God, maybe they should have gone with microtransactions. At the very least, we'd probably get more things, more, like, tangible things for free. Instead of having to pay for, but potentially pay for Legacy Heist. Although we know whatever's coming next is free. So that's something.
That's 4 back.
This is why I don't stealth on stream. I don't have the concentration for it. About 40%? Are you saying like, oh, like 40% of the content should be free, 40% should be paid? That's a pretty reasonable ask. I think next year you might be looking at more of a 25-75 in terms of free to paid split. But that's just a guess on my part. I'm die? No, you're not.
What the hell? That was a Quant's employee.
What the hell
Andy.
are you waiting for? After me, there shall be no more. Absolute non-cool lover over here.
I got stuck in a
Sorry, 40% should be free, 60% should be paid. My math was off. I'm stealthing, man. I'm stealthing here. Oh, this can't be good.
That's 8.
Guys, have we thought about actually opening any of the doors we need to open? Just a thought. You simply cannot do online stealth. It's not possible. You cannot tell me otherwise. It's just not possible. Have I seen what the new UI looks like? No, not in its current state in any shape or form. We do know it's gonna use that menu type image that I showed in my last video, or the video before last. I should use this time to work out where everything is, so hang on. It's the SSD door. Didn't do time to get time to teach me anything. So the funny thing about that was I had played the heist before at Gamescom and I'd actually stealthed it. So I was telling the boys before we went in, like, you guys don't worry, I got this. We didn't got this. But I was just like telling everyone how the mechanics worked. It's good. It's good. I'm amazed he managed it in the end. I absolutely hate the fact you can't chuck bodies properly in this game. It's such a weird oversight. Because we were like, oh, it's really cool that you don't need body bags. It means you can be a little more fluid with how you move guards and bodies around. I think that's probably a good thing. And then I came to terms with the fact that actually it's way more inconvenient. And I totally see why it didn't used to work like that. Hey, buddy. They will add microtransactions because Ice-T needs his payday. I don't think Ice-T's getting paid for anything anymore. I think he's got his lump sum. Get bamboozled, dummy.
We got a guard over there.
Wait, what? Does he call in search even if you... Huh. It's all going wrong.
Microsatellites should be on board. Take a look. Shit.
That's nothing. Dude, no, it's easy with search. It's easy with search. You just don't understand
We got a guard over there.
these mechanics. Meow. He'll never find me.
Where the hell did this door come from? Sorry, gang. This wasn't part of Locke's intel. Remember that?
What's going on down there?
We just found a use for it.
This can't be good.
Hey, we got a guard.
Damn it. The prototype's on a different train.
What's happening? Why am I seeing someone getting arrested so slowly?
Satellite components in here, if you want to bag them up. Good thing you found that drive with keygen software. Hook it up to the vault.
Yeah, I think it's true. I don't think it's a... I don't think it's particularly a problem to have search go.
Game's up, everyone.
You guys... We're not stealthing this, are we? This is perfect. I want this to keep failing, so everyone understands why we don't play stealth live on stream. Because remember, I always do open lobbies. I don't really see the point in playing solo unless I'm doing something interesting like a challenge run.
There should be a
Come on,
few
lads.
different
I believe in you.
exits to the rail yard. You can use any of them, so long as you don't get caught. The satellites are rigged to fry if you sound the alarm.
I'm just gonna mask up. It's just
Going back
easier.
now.
The Quant's train. When you get inside the yard,
Watch
locate
out
the
for the
Quant's
guard.
trains. The 2 microsatellites are probably stored in different wagons.
Nice try, Clip Farmer.
Those security drones are rigged with cameras. Don't let them spot you. They've got a biometric scanner on the door. Check the maintenance tunnels for someone with clearance.
Adaptive armor on Turbid Station. I don't think my boys necessarily have stealth builds on,
There's a Quant's employee.
which might explain the struggle.
The control room.
You feel me?
Where the hell did this door come from? Sorry, gang. This wasn't part of Locke's intel.
This guy's about to walk his ass straight in here, isn't he?
Should have the keygen we need to open this.
You got a revolver? Understandable. It's a good job, like, Payday 3 allows you to easily change your build on the fly. Oh, wait! Only no gun, no go boom boom. I've been asked to do this for, like, months.
Hiding this under my bed.
It's amazing how small.
I'm hiding this under my bed? Dude, what does that mean, Houston? What are you...
That's nice.
Oh, that's nice. Can you fit under that? Hell yeah. Stealth King, baby. Need Payday cards? I'd play it. Payday, the trading card game. I actually adore card games. Probably my most played game this year is
Got eyes
Slay
on
the
the
Spy.
1 bag and counting.
Did you kill the Quants employee? He deserves it, you know. Getting stuck on shit.
What the hell? That was a Quant's employee. He could have come in handy.
Hell yeah, he gone. Wish Inscription got multiplayer, that'd be so funny. I was considering playing Inscription on stream for this year's spooky season. As a massive lover of like deck builders. One v one me on Inscription right now.
But there could still be some valuable tech on board this train.
Might turn you into a card.
Bag it now or come back later.
This house looks great without filters. That's interesting. If I ever want to do the story video. No, I don't use any mods. Like I said earlier in the stream, it's mostly just to keep everything the same for console viewers as well as PC viewers. I've had so many questions about it over the years, and honestly, it's probably great for the algorithm, but it's not great for my avoiding headaches.
Hey, we got a guard.
Parkour, baby.
We got a guard over there.
What are we angry about, mate? Be cool, be cool. You've got a key card, by the way. It's just in there.
Check it. Guard.
Inscription's experience. I hate card games, and you loved it.
What did I just hear?
Oh, here he comes. I've called him. I've rung the dinner bell.
We got a guard over there.
What's on my shirt? It's a Castor logo.
Counting.
It's a little... I'm wearing sportswear, but it's long sleeve, and I'm absolutely melting in it, to be perfectly honest. I have my regrets. My legs. Stealth expert. You son of a bitch.
You over there.
It's a lead guard, everybody. Can we please just get... I'm gonna kill somebody. I mean, I just did.
The prototype's on a different train. But this wasn't a total.
It's in there, isn't it?
Once has some valuable satellite
Was it not in there? It might not be in there.
Here, I'm awake and everything. Scout's honor. Whatever you think you heard, it's probably nothing.
Don't worry, guys. I will just carry this young man around with me. Have got any more essays in the pipeline? I have more ideas for essays, but I kind of need to see whether the interest is there before I start putting the time in. But I enjoy making those videos. I honestly should probably, like, in terms of time commitment to them, can we just grab the prototype? In terms of time commitment to them, I should probably spend less time on, like, the visuals, because no one watches those bastards anyway. Which satellite prototype are we missing? I found balls, now we need... What does this mean? First time catching Scream. Have I ever played Overwatch? I've played too much Overwatch, probably. All things considered.
That's 5 bags.
There's no problem on my end.
Don't worry, guys. I'm answering the radio.
I'm not
Wait,
saying that.
leaving, and I never want to play the heist again.
Fence all of it for us.
A ball heist. Balls found. Anyone watching Dan? I understand that's the core plot. Do you love this heist? I want to never play it again.
Chains. Thanks.
Chains. Hey,
Thanks.
chains. Hey,
Thanks.
big guy. Drills fuck.
Motherfucker.
Drills
Get me
fuck.
some ammo.
Chains. Hey. Hey, chains.
This
Hey,
fucking
big
drill.
guy.
This
Hey,
fucking
chains.
Patch yourself up here if you need it. Drill.
Don't be an
This
asshole.
I dropped the medic bag. Chains.
We're about to ritual execute you, my friend.
This fucking drill.
Yeah, I'm scared for the first week of VoIP. Why are you edging us like this? He's done. He's done. Everybody gather around. Hang on, let me add some new friends to replace him. Everybody. Not only are you getting hang on, what order do I do it in? Where's he gone? Where's he gone? Did he do it before I could do it? The ritual sacrifice has been failed. I'm gonna get you. I warned you last stream. I should have known. I can't find the bastard. He's hiding from me. Nah, like, real talk though, that kind of shit's unacceptable, and I will be reporting you to the CEO of Starbreeze. I can't find him. It doesn't matter. I will remember this. Oh, dude. Social... This menu is just shit. Oh, shit, it's at the bottom. You just gotta... There he is. Just don't take me to, like, Steam. Don't dox it. Dude, it, like, insists. He's gone. He's gone. It's over. Gordon Freeman's dead. It opens the Steam profile. Very strange. I knew it would happen. As soon as I played Turbid Station for you, you gotta ruin it like that. I'm really disappointed. F! No respects. Right, what are we doing?
There's an armored
Make it
transport
not be
here.
stealth. It's Golden Shark it. Almy just called it Big Chungus today in the AMA. Big hello fellow kids moment. Hello Goose Love, how's it going? Oh, Mr. Bullseye, good to see you. Given's up on the creator lore right now. I had like a insane creator question that came to my head today. And it was about someone who was like not super obscure, but obscure enough to be more difficult than the Beecroft one. For anyone who doesn't know what I was talking about, Given hosted a Jeopardy, a Payday Jeopardy last night, and it was incredible. And when the video goes up for it, you should absolutely watch it. But just being a part of it and doing the quiz was the best thing about it. Genuinely, I think it's been the best Payday stream that's been done all year. Phenomenal. Crazy what's going on with the blog post lately. Today's was disappointing. I told my the guy who works my thumbnails, I was like, prepare yourself like 4 p.m. whenever it goes live. I'm expecting like a UI post, right? Nah, mate. I guess next week we might get something on the UI. If I gave you a build loadout for the R880, would you be willing to try it out given how infamously bad it is? Okay, well, what if I just used my Meta Loser one, but then just brought the R880? In fact, is there a preset for it? No, that's the Moscone one. Is there like a good preset that's actually nice to use? I don't think there is. I'll use it. I'll suffer. I like pain. I'm here for it. Golden shot. Wait. I didn't switch. Load those. There we go. Meta Loser is no longer a meta build. It's just it's taken over my old meta build. Edging us with the UI. They sure are. Next stream unblock me. I'm gonna need more of a redemption arc than that. Most finished person. I won't forget you, but you are in the abyss, and Starbreeze's CEO will get you. Matt Yule is on his way, vaping merrily. Real meta players play shotgun sans ammo funnel. Oh, sorry. I'm a coward, aren't I? Great pretender. I should probably use a weapon that isn't the Deagle as a secondary. Wait, this is my ADS version. This is gonna be ass. Oh, I've got the wrong build on. You've been calling him Matt Jewel. No, it's Matt Jewel. You'll find that Jays are they just don't bother with it in Scandinavia. I don't know about Denmark, but Norway and Sweden, they hate Jays. Never hit him with the hard J. It's like you should, never hit me with the hard K. Just gotta call me Noli. Found the jackknife to be an alright secondary. I think it's a really fun secondary. I think it's actually more fun than the Deagle a lot of the time. And yeah, it's definitely viable. When was the last time you drilled on Golden Shark, dude? Payday flavored vape? That's like the most Bo Anderson thing to do. Maybe I'll respect him as a CEO when he does that. Yeah, Jay is exclusively a Y-Sand, and as far as I know, it's the same in Norway. Like, do you know the word for I? I think it's the same in Swedish, but it's pronounced differently maybe. Anyway, in Norwegian it's J-E-G. So when I read that and pronounced it as Jeg, didn't go great for me. You're looking for more of a yai sound. Oh yeah, Goose, you should be an expert in that one. Do use like a proper J from time to time. Mats is just a name. It's not plural. It's not like Matt times 2. I did actually know a Mats when I was at uni in Norway, so I got used to it. But it's not like there's 2 of him. Although I now like the idea. He's got like an evil twin. Did you know that some people spell Matt with only one T? I guess, assumedly, they're not Matthews. They're just Matts. Because I'm working with one right now. He's really particular about it.
It's all done.
Okay, the shutdown has been prevented.
Matts implies like a car type situation. It's one T Matts. Get rid of the circles, this ice will be goated.
You'll need some
Do I sound like a Gen Zer yet?
the vault once
Hello,
you
big
get
man.
that control panel.
Doormats or floor mats? We can't be saying this about Starbury's CEO and occasional CFO, dude. Have I told you about the first time I met him? It was when we were in Cologne for Gamescom. And he was CFO at the time. And I was like, oh, hi, I know who you are, Matt, because I follow the like financial presentations and stuff. And then I went to introduce myself, and he was like, I know who you are. I was, oh no! That can't be good.
Patch yourself in here if you need it.
I'm definitely dead.
We have the parts for the drill stashed on site. Just bring up all of the parts.
I've only ever called him Ben, but that's I don't know many people who go by Benjamin. But what is his full name not actually Benjamin? That's interesting. You're on my hit list. I'd only made positive videos back then too. That's not true. We made the Payday 2 one when they went live on Epic. That was pretty rough.
I smell bacon.
Lethal for my Starbreeze partnership? No, dude, they're inclusive at Starbreeze. They don't mind what you wear. Oh, it's a pea shooter. I actually hope it takes me 2 shots to kill everybody. Oh my god, that could not have been more point blank, dude. I've just been robbed.
That's a thin beauty. Now start her up.
I feel like the only way they're saving this weapon is if they give like special ammo to it.
The last is working.
Oh shit!
All you need to do is keep it fueled with oxygen.
Give us those explosive rounds and then we're talking. What is happening? This is what happens when they make me run a shotgun. That is this bad. They need to add an attachment to make it fire faster. Does it fire? Yeah, it does pump really slowly, doesn't it? But I don't feel like it's actually any slower than the Spaz, you know? Just the Spaz has much better one-shot kill range. The thing is, you think it's not that bad because I'm fighting regular SWATs right now. As soon as the heavies show up, it's over for it.
Who's running low on oxygen?
It's nothing but disappointment.
We had some spares smuggled in earlier.
Yeah, they have bugged. At least I know it's completely bugged on Cuckoff. They will like only land where they're not meant to land. So yeah, pretty bugged, pretty bugged. It should fire slower and do more damage. I don't know enough about like the actual weapon to say.
Found one.
I think its problem is it's now just a worse version of Spaz, right? But the Spaz isn't even that good. It's in a pretty weak category. So this sort of weapon needs to have something it does really well. And there is actually one thing it does really well, and that's reset grit and edge, like effortlessly. I literally don't think there's a better weapon in the game for it, because I think this thing reloads slightly faster. But that ain't enough to redeem it, let's be fair. But it used to not be total ass back before they got rid of cutting shot, if I remember. Also, because I silenced everything because I'm running it with Assassin. It's a funny sounding weapon, man. Utility primary? Yeah, and then you just run the Deagle. Call it a day. Probably the best way to play. I mean, this feels pretty viable right now. and I can tell you it has nothing to do with the Reinfeld. The Reinfeld shouldn't fire. Yeah, just let it reload. That's all I need it to do. Just make shotguns work like how they did in Payday 2. What, with the pellet effect? Good god, no. Why must things be this way? Although now I'm running it like this ADS style, I do feel like I'm enjoying it slightly more. So I gotta give it that. Fun factor is better than it used to be. Later, Nader. I used to be a only hit fire shotgun guy, and I still would be with like the Moscone or the M7, probably, or the FSA. But the pumps, it feels kind of nice. I mean, back in the day, the most iconic pump action for me is the Modern Warfare 2 Spaz 12, right? I always used to ADS with that thing. It felt great. Any news? Not on my end. Nothing I know or can share as far as Payday 3 is concerned. Would you like to see Duke back? Yeah, Duke would be one of my most demanded characters. And they'd have to do something, obviously, with the secret storyline with him. And I think, whilst that wouldn't necessarily be popular. Huh. I actually cross-mapped that sniper. I am shocked, I'll be honest. See, if I could just land the one shot, it would be fine. Alas. We love big chungers. Yeah, Duke would be a really good ad. In my humble opinion. Natives are way stronger than they used to be. Now they can just like drop shit at their feet. My screen went out when I shot him. Holy shit. My game is haunted. Where the hell is the techie? I can hear her making funny noises. Genuinely no idea. I got revive skills. It's news to me. Payday 3.exe, it's because of how you use the full stop. It'll always try and turn them into links. It won't take you anywhere, I don't think. Pretty funny though. Anyway, I think I've done my daily challenges. Still think a Jiro Glock would go hard. I've been saying for the longest time that like a version of Jiro that actually speaks in English, because Togo Agawa is so versed in English, would be incredible. I just lost my last bit of armor. It like didn't make a sound for some reason. Love this game. Cannot tell me everything isn't working as intended. I simply won't believe you. Yeah, Jiro, we don't think he'd be 70, but he'd be bloody ancient. Rust, did I say, would be 74? That's the oldest character, because he's the age of Ron Perlman. I think Togo Agawa might be the same age as Jiro too. I think that's just how they did it with those actors. Yeah, Russ would. I'm sorry, not Russ. Jiro would be amazing, but his age might be a problem.
Well done. That sure left a mark on Miss Shark's pretty little back.
Next heist, I'm gonna join you on the 3DS to bypass block. You got Payday 3 on the 3DS, the ultra rare version. Jiro would be 61. That's feasible, right? What's Dallas like 50 odd? He's the same age as Eric Etabari. We worked this out. Eric Etabari. 54. Bang on. God, it's looking good for 54. Oh, my man is live. Good to see you. Happy Friday. We're at the weekend. I am free. You know, I didn't actually hate that at all, but I'm still never going to go through that again, please. If possible. Please and thank you. Tass, come back to me. The thing is, this only works so well because you can demolish bulldozers, but I can try this with the FSA just to see how it plays.
There's an armored transport carrying precious.
Ah yes, we're at that stage where it's like, oh god, please don't make me play 99 boxes. Yeah, give us Jiro then, if he's only as old as Rust. And dude, Rust could have been a porn star, man. If he wasn't 74 years of age. They're never going to say anyone's dead, especially if they're someone played by like a known personality. Like, they'd never do it with Ethan and Healer for a good reason. I genuinely agree with that. But they should have killed off someone who mattered and felt important. I really like Houston as a character, but I think he would have been the most impactful character they could have feasibly killed off to create intrigue in the story, so they've already used that one up. Who else would be like a bit of a kicker that people would be fuming about? Sydney? Don't think they'd kill her off. I think like a bold one would still be someone like Sokol. They could do it to Duke. Those are probably the most effective they've got left. I want people. I want there to be at least something worthwhile in the story that makes me feel something, because we've not had that yet. The most I ever felt was that little riff when they introduced Blaine Keegan of all people. You want Houston in the base case over Hawks? That's crazy. I don't want them to kill Duke necessarily. I think he's a really good character, but they should do. They should simply do something interesting instead of what they're currently doing, which is sitting on their hands. Yeah, the dentist regenerates, kills Duke. Hell yeah, I'm here for it. Yeah, Jiro did have a bit of a conclusion to his arc. And it feels like the kind of game where if it was like a narrative game that had a beginning and an end, where they could kill characters off. Obviously, they killed off a character in Overkill's The Walking Dead, which was weird. But if they were going to do it like that, Jiro would be he'd be the kind of guy you could imagine like sacrificing himself. You know, it was clear he didn't feel like he had much to live for.
Locate the master bedroom. Inside is a hidden vault.
What am I drinking? I don't water, and I've got water and a protein shake. Those are my current options to choose between. I didn't bring water to the gym today and felt like absolute shit as a result. So.
The bedroom uses an electric
Now that's accuracy, baby.
You can hack it through the local network if you get me a strong enough
I
Wi-Fi
hit
signal.
5% of all shots. He's got British imperialism in his blood. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if I have anything interesting in my like genetics, it could be some link to like Ireland. That's as interesting as it gets. I'm way too British for my own good. Gonna go hang out with the cats? Hell yeah. Why can't I go hang out with the cats? Anything does track accuracy, doesn't it? At somewhere. I know I've been embarrassed before.
The vault is somewhere in the bedroom.
Tell you what though,
Look around for a hidden
I'm great at clicking on bugs. Arrgh. Bug speedrun. Okay. Took a little while.
Check the wall panel behind
1, 2, 4, 5, 6? No, 1, 4, 5, 6. What the shit did I just do?
The thermite will
Help!
through that lock.
Help! I pressed the button!
Be careful. They're
Ah!
cloakers.
I'm back. We're back. I'm the wrong... Yeah. Apply that. I'll go full screen again so I don't have the taskbar. Sorry, I'm just fixing myself.
Hey, Jay!
We're back. I don't know what I pressed. Genuinely no idea, but it ruined everything. I was trying to type in 1456 if I remember correctly. It's crazy, like, I love the FSA, and then they just brought out a way better FSA. Case in point. In the form of the M7. Imagine the Payday 3 where they focused on a new gang. I actually think it was they had a better chance of that succeeding. And then they wouldn't have been so married to... Alright there. They wouldn't have been so married to it had it failed. Because the Payday 2 legacy would have still stood on its own. Mate, what the shit? You're not meant to be in the stairs. Sir, please get out of the staircase. I don't like this, it's making me uncomfortable. No, I think what you would do is you'd keep some like core member and make them a contractor, and because then you have Bane, the Bane character, who's so like memorable and interchangeable, and then everything else is just what you want to make of it. And then you actually have to give characters backstories and make them interesting, and like Pearl, who is like an actual accident. Like she's accidentally rocked up in this part of the game. I'll face tank it. I regret face tanking it. That really hurt. Jeez, that's on my entire armor.
Over here, I got a medic bag.
Just say the word.
Watch the shield. Shield is dead.
Yeah, they could have used Joy as a contract. The obvious one to me is they could have used...
Kill the bulldozer.
Everyone wants it. They could use Dallas as a contractor. That taser is still stuck, man. He will never be freed.
One less shield.
Hey, what are you doing with those bags?
A safe in the vault? God damn it, enough is enough. The drive must be inside. Get it
Medic
open.
bag, patch yourselves up.
Trying not to die.
Lights out for the zapper.
What is happening with my health bar? Why is the adrenaline like following it?
Sniper. Pick up that fucking sniper.
Does anyone know? I think I've broken the game.
Great.
Okay, now I'm out of adrenaline. That's so strange.
To the drive. Plug it into the computer in the office.
I need some bloody armor.
Get bleeding here.
Somebody help Wolf. Hurry. Clover's down.
I'm bleeding over here. God, the Deagle's disgusting. The DLC weapon's the best? Yeah, on average. I don't think it's actually been a particularly scummy business practice with that, though. I think it's more of a case of they got better at designing weapons during the process of, like, DLCs coming out. And look, some of the DLCs have floating shoelaces, so screw that. I don't think it, like, I'm the first to jump on this game's back if something's wrong, because I'm so hyper aware of it. But, I don't actually think the weapons are, like, I'd be more frustrated if they were rubbish and not worth buying. It's always a tricky one. I do think certain vanilla weapons should receive buffs to be more in line with it, but I also don't think that, like, I don't think they're that disgusting. I think we should get at least one more blog post. They will stop doing them at some point, because yeah, they're unsustainable. Because let's be honest, they just don't have that much news. I assume the team will shrink after year 1, especially because Baxter will be ramping. And Almir certainly didn't say anything to the contrary. Those a powerful young man. There he is. Oh shit. Why does this keep happening to me? Thank you. And weapon exclusive sites, I think they should do that 100%. I like how they turn around to watch you before you murder them. Bit of them. I don't think the fix even that bad, you know. It's one of my favorite weapons in terms of like weapon feel. You could also be a mega scumbag, and you can switch your fire to like anything rapid, like scroll wheel. And you can there's no mod lock on it, so you can fire like infinitely quickly, and it doesn't really kick that much. Pretty OP. Yeah, I think the 2-2's alright. We didn't get all bags. What the hell? Failed. I can't believe he did that to you, Quizzard. Bastard. I think a mod pack would make a lot of sense. It's the kind of thing that they bring and make you pay for. Because it's not quite a microtransaction, it's more substantial than that. And we've had, like, you know, Gauge Mod Courier Pack. A number of people who I've heard say, look, I just want to find random shit around maps. Always blows my mind. How do you invade the funny British man lobby? You got to add me on Payday, like Satan's daughter over here has. Wait, that's you. Took me by surprise there. Howdy, right. I am gonna head off though. It's late on a Saturday. I want to play some Never and just chill out. Dude, does anyone else stream Payday 3? Or was that just me? No, hell yeah. I've raided this person before. They're really nice and they stream Payday 3 often. Wait, I just think your name is Channel Sigler. Thank you for the £5. Weapon creep, power creep is a massive problem in Payday 2. Do you think it might become a problem in Payday 3? Weapon mods definitely need reworking. I think there's an awareness of that, first and foremost. Secondly, about power creep, I think it could become a problem. I think year 1, it's not an issue because the base arsenal of weapons was so unenjoyable that all I wanted was new things to play around with. But like, I would say the best 5 weapons in the game, probably DLC weapons. In terms of base game weapons that are good, the VF's still fine, the KU's still pretty good, and the SA's still good. And then you could also run something like the Mosconi. Mosconi's always going to be good. It's not amazing, but it's good. And then the SMG's got buffs, like the Zib's fine. I think the FIC is fine. But then these DLC weapons are better. I would say both DLC shotguns are really strong. Sorry, there's been 3 DLC shotguns, bloody hell. All 3 of the DLC shotguns are kind of stronger than their counterparts. The Chanet I don't particularly love, but then we've also got something like the Blythe Sprucer, which I don't use that much because I don't find it as fun as other weapons, but that was a free edition, and that's pretty top tier too. So it's a funny one. Thank you again. I don't know what's going to happen with that. I think there's going to be a lot of DLC weapon packs this year, and we'll find out. I think it's less of a problem than not having fun weapons to use, personally. And I also think that it's good to have DLC weapons that do something unique without being stronger. That's the way I would market it. So, because the way it used to be is they would always have a free alternative, but then it's like, well, why would I ever bother buying the DLC unless I just want something to look different? So I think they should be inventive with them as they were with Payday 2 towards the end. Now, they weren't always balanced, but having, like, underbarrels and stuff that you couldn't have with base game items was good. Because the underbarrel pistols, for example, they weren't that strong, but they had a cool gimmick. That's the way I would do it. Anyway, thank you, Chadov. Always appreciated. I hope you enjoyed the raid video. I will be raiding. Perfect timing. I will be raiding Alicia? Alicia, that's how you say that. I can read. And I hope you enjoyed. They've been streaming a hell of a lot of Payday 2 this year. And for everyone on YouTube, take care. I'll hopefully see you all very soon as well. Payday 2 video coming. Get excited. Right, see you later, guys. Bye-bye.